Here's 20 truths about fat loss I know now that I wish I knew when I was in my 20s. My name's Jules Vega, and I learned these truths over 30 years training military troops, the general population, and getting lean and staying lean myself. Number one, a calorie deficit is non-negotiable. Energy balance, calories in versus calories out, is the fundamental rule. Everything else is just optimization, such as your food preferences and what times of day you like to eat. Number two, cardio is a tool, not the answer. You know you can't outrun a bad diet. Cardio primarily boosts cardiovascular health, not just fat loss. Back in my 30s, I did an experiment and decided to run a half marathon. Well, yes, I finished the half marathon, but at the end of it, what I found was my knees were busted up. I had started at about 181 pounds, and right after the marathon, I was at 189 pounds. I guess I gained about 8 pounds. The point being is that during my half marathon training, I was eating so many carbs because I was constantly starving after those long runs, and I really stopped watching how many calories I was eating per day. I was just focusing on getting the runs in, that I ended up skinny fat, fatter than I was before. Number three, sleep is a fat-burning hormone regulator. Poor sleep. This dramatically increases your cortisol and disrupts your hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, making fat loss nearly impossible. Number four, the scale is a liar. Your weight fluctuates daily due to water, sodium, and glycogen. Tracking a weekly average is more accurate than daily weigh-ins. Number five, building muscle is an easy metabolism boost. Muscle is metabolically active tissue that does burn more calories at rest as compared to fat. This makes fat loss maintenance easier over the long term. Number six, protein is king. High protein is essential for retaining muscle while you're in a calorie deficit. And it also increases your satiety or sense of fullness more than any other macronutrient. Number seven, you must lift heavy things. Strength training has to be challenging and close to failure. If you do that, this is going to signal to your body that muscle must be kept. Number eight, NEAT is more important than the gym. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis, like walking and doing chores, is going to burn way more calories than that 30 to 60 minute workout you did that day. Number nine, consistency trumps intensity. A slightly imperfect plan followed consistently is going to always beat a perfect plan you only followed for a week. Number 10, alcohol is pure empty calories. It stops fat oxidation because the body will prioritize processing that alcohol first. And we all know that alcohol will dramatically increase your calorie intake because you're going to get hungry and you're going to get the munchies. And this doesn't really provide any fullness or nutrient density at all. But I'm not your father. You do what you want to do. Number 11, you will get hungry. Hunger is a normal physiological response to being in a calorie deficit. Learning to manage it, not eliminate it, because you're never going to eliminate it, is a skill you have to develop over time. Number 12, fat loss is not linear. You're going to have to expect plateaus and frustrating weeks. And you know progress happens over months, not days or weeks. Sometimes it could take years. Number 13, carbs are not the enemy. Carbs are just energy. They provide you the fuel for training and your daily activity. Total daily calorie intake matters far more than any carb restriction. Number 14, focus on fiber and water. Fiber provides volume and satiety, and water improves your metabolic function. You need water because it's key in the breakdown of fat. And water is just great at hunger management. Number 15, stress management is part of your protocol. Chronic high stress will keep your cortisol elevated, which in turn promotes fat storage, especially around your midsection. Number 16, cheat meals are often self-sabotage. They can easily erase an entire week's deficit. In fact, this is the number one problem people have when trying to create a calorie deficit, is that they're good Monday through Friday, and then on the weekend, they overconsume calories, and then when they wake up Monday morning, they find out that the scale has actually gone up, not down. If cheat meals aren't properly planned and controlled, they can lead to a lot of frustration. Those periods where you hit a plateau, you can get frustrated and feel like your diet is not working. And this is what I mean about self-sabotage. You say, the hell with it, I'm not losing any weight. Let me just go ahead and have a cheat meal. And sometimes that will lead into just having a cheat meal every day. And then the diet has been blown. Number 17, body fat is lost top down, bottom up. Your body's going to lose fat from the places that it stored it last. Stubborn areas like the lower stomach, those will be the last to go, unfortunately. Number 18, the perfect diet doesn't exist. The best plan is the one you can stick to for that required period of time to lose fat. Sustainability is the ultimate metric when it comes to fat loss. Number 19, maintenance is the real goal. You want to develop maintenance habits while you're in the process of losing fat. If you lock in on your nutrition, activity, and training while you're in a calorie deficit, this is going to carry over to ensure your success after you reach the goal, so you don't get into the yo-yo up and down. You want to get there and then stay there. Number 20, your mindset is the hardest part. Discipline and self-efficacy are the most important than any specific exercise or food choice. Fat loss really primarily is easy, but it's a mental game. Now watch this next for 15 signs of early fat loss. And as always, thanks so much for watching.